So you want to go and get your good skillet so we can start sauteing these onions. So cook your onions all the way through. I like to get mine a little brown. Let them cook, saute. Put your seasoning on them. Put some salt and pepper, and maybe a little bit of seasoned salt. Next, you want to go ahead and add your ground beef. This is about a pound of ground beef. I get mine from the fresh market. You know, it kind of tastes a whole lot better. If you do have a fresh market in your city, you guys go and get you some. It's fresh ground beef. It's not like the packaged meat. Okay, so you want to make sure you go ahead and put this meat over, put your ground beef. And actually, you don't have to use ground beef. You can actually use ground turkey also. So you want to make sure you go ahead and add it over in your onions. Start cooking it really good, you guys. Make sure it's brown all the way through, okay? Chop it up. I like to have my meat fine and chopped because I don't like thick chunks in my meat, like when you're cooking lasagna and stuff like that. So make sure you chop it all the way down, break it all up. Okay, so now that our ground beef is done, it's cooked. You got your seasons and your onions and it's cooked all the way through. I like to chop my meat down again some more just to make sure that there's no chunks. Make sure that all the ground beef is cut open. You know, sometimes you can cook this and there could be some red pieces in there, so I like to just double check mine with a spatula, chop it down some just to give it a little, you know, double checking. Okay, so now you guys, you want to make sure you get your bigger bowl, add your ground beef over, make sure you drain off all the juice. Get your spaghetti sauce, whatever type of sauce you want to use. If you want to do homemade, you can do homemade, but I just use store-bought because this is an easy and quick lasagna recipe. So you want to go ahead and make sure you pour it over in the bowl. This is a 45-ounce bottle. I think I use majority of all this sauce because I like to have my lasagna saucy instead of it's dry. So it's up to you on your likings on how you want your lasagna, but I would prefer you to put some extra sauce so they won't dry out once you bake it. Make sure you stir it up really good. Make sure every piece of your ground beef is covered in sauce. As you can see, I did use majority of this bottle. Like I said before, it's a 45-ounce bottle of spaghetti sauce. So I just added a little bit more seasoning to my spaghetti sauce. You guys, I just want to make sure I don't miss out on adding flavor because it is a lot of stuff to be mixed together. So I just added some all-purpose, salt and pepper, and just giving it a good stir after that and mixing it up really well, you guys. So at this point, y'all, I just decided to add some more garlic powder because I love garlic. So if you love garlic, just go in and add you another teaspoon of garlic powder just to give it a better taste. Okay, now we're going to start on our second bowl. You want to make sure you get your ricotta cheese. Add in the whole container of ricotta cheese. You can get any ricotta cheese in the brand. It doesn't matter. All of it tastes the same to me. Okay, next you want to go ahead and add your Parmesan cheese. I put like a half a cup of Parmesan in to start off just to mix it up. Like I said, it's to your likings. If you don't like Parmesan, then you don't have to use it. Next, you want to add your mozzarella cheese. I pour like a cup of the mozzarella cheese in there. You want to make sure if you like it cheesy, put you some cheese over it and load it down. If you don't, then go light on the cheese. Y'all, some type of way I end up getting this part skin mozzarella cheese. Don't do that. I wasn't paying any attention when I went in the store. Okay, next you want to make sure you add your 2 eggs. I use the brown eggs. It doesn't matter what type of eggs you use. I like the corn raised eggs, so as long as it's just 2 eggs. Make sure you mix it up really good, y'all. I was having some little technical difficulties. My camera kept falling. Okay, so here you see I mixed it up. I'm adding some more pepper, salt. Like I said before, I know I'm going to be adding stuff all the way through. I like to make sure it's covered. I use light salt and just some regular black peppers up to you guys. Now you want to add some more cheese. I use cheddar cheese too. So you can use like 1 cup at the most, because I'm going to use the rest of the cheese to cover. So I only put like a little bit under a cup to start off with. I add a little bit more Parmesan cheese in there. And you guys, make sure you mix it up really, really, really good, because you want everything to be evenly covered. Okay, you want to go ahead and make sure you preheat your oven too, you guys. Go ahead and set it on 375. And go ahead and get you some butter. Yes, I know I look crazy trying to butter this pan. I was just at the last end and I was like, okay, y'all, I gotta hurry up and get this done. So go ahead and make sure you put butter all the way around. Get it covered, all the edges, all the cracks. So that's why I was looking like how I was looking. And just make sure you butter really, 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 really good. Okay, this is how you want your dish to look when you get done putting the butter in it. Y'all make sure it's covered good. So for you guys that like to or think that you have to boil your noodles to get started, or before you put it in, you don't have to, you guys. My favorite auntie taught me this trick. If you just put a layer of spaghetti sauce at the bottom of your pan before you start laying out your noodles, it will cook all the way through. Y'all, this is a trick that you need to try. When she told me this, I was like, thank you, Jesus. So I learned this from my auntie some years ago. She was kind of the person that really inspired me to start making lasagna. So I've been making lasagna for a very long time. And I have like shortened it down to like the quickest way that you possibly can. So make sure you add the thin layer of spaghetti sauce before you start and laying your pasta. Now here's the pasta. You can use any type of pasta. It doesn't matter if you're using no bake kind, just regular pasta noodle, lasagna noodle. It doesn't matter, you guys. So you want to start with 3 layers at the bottom. 9 by 13 dish is a little bit more difficult. I try to do mine uneven, and then in the cracks, I may break up some pieces of one lasagna and just put them in the cracks to fill them in. It's up to you if you like noodles. Okay, next you want to take your ricotta cheese mixture. Go ahead and make sure that you spread it across a little thin layer, because you got to make sure you have enough to last all the way to the top. I use a spoon to help me kind of spread it out a little bit, you guys. So make sure you do that. Don't make it a thick glob of cheese, because you got to use it to the end. Okay, so next you want to take make another layer of your ground beef and spaghetti sauce mixture. You want to repeat the same thing. Pour it over the ricotta cheese mixture. Remember, don't pour so much because you got to make sure you end your last layer with the spaghetti sauce. Just even it out a little bit. If you don't feel like it's enough, just pour a little bit more just to make sure it stretch all the way across. So now you want to start again. Put your lasagna noodles down for the next layer. You guys, you're just going to repeat the same thing over and over until you get to the top. Now remember, you want to have your very last layer at the top in it with the spaghetti sauce. Okay, it's always spaghetti sauce at the bottom, your noodles, ricotta cheese, and spaghetti sauce. Like, that's the step. So make sure you have enough, spread it out good enough to last until the end. Okay, you guys, I just covered with my last layer, the spaghetti sauce. You want to make sure you have your oven set 375. I'm going to cook this about 45 minutes. You want to make sure you cover it with foil and get ready to put it in the oven. Okay, so my lasagna has been in the oven for about an hour, you guys. Now I'm going to cover it with cheese. I'm going to mix both of them up. And then I'm going to cook it again for about 10-15 minutes uncovered. Okay, now my lasagna is ready to go back in the oven uncovered for about 15 minutes. This is just to let your cheese melt, you guys. And we're done, you guys. Thank you guys for watching, for tuning in. Make sure if you have any questions, you drop them in the comment box. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.